Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the C-Man, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the C-Man's Cinema Sit Down. Another day, another couple trailers to take a look at, and I am extremely excited to take a look at this trailer. What am I talking about? Why don't you pull up a chair, take a seat? We're getting ready to take a look at the official teaser trailer for Netflix's Havoc, and I am very, very excited about this. Mostly because, one, I think Netflix has established that they are a studio that can produce good action content. You know, while something like The Gray might not be the best movie, the action that is in that movie is pretty solid. And then you shift over to something like Extraction, and that is, you know, something that's getting you to connect with the story, and the movies themselves are just made really, really well, and that certainly leveled up from 1 to 2. But again, the type of action and what you're bringing, this is a studio that, you know, can really nurture that stuff in ways that tend to lead to, at least at minimum, really good action. And with the writer director that we have here, you don't even need a studio that knows how to nurture action or provide the things that they need. Gareth Evans is an all-timer, and if you don't know who Gareth Evans is, if you like John Wick or, you know, Extraction, things of that nature, you don't get to those type of movies without the Raid films. And what Evans did in those, for me, just brought the idea of combat action to a place you hadn't seen before. You know, I'm always someone who's been a fan of mixed martial arts films and things of that nature. But when like The Raid came out and I watched The Raid for the first time, like that was a movie where my jaw was on the ground. Like, yes, I've seen Jackie Chan films. I've seen Bruce Lee films. I've seen just how action has grown and developed. But so often Hollywood and even, you know, places that weren't, the camera, you know, moved in tandem with the action. And The Raid was one of those first combat action films I saw where Evans said, I'm just sit the camera back and let the action speak for itself. I don't need cool camera cuts or tricks around the things that are going. Like, let me just put it on display. And don't get me wrong, he's got some phenomenal camera movements throughout the course of the movie, and his cinematic eye for action is top end. But like, that was the beginning, and a lot of credit too goes to Iko Uwe. Huge fan of him. I hate that he hasn't been able to really take on and pick up here in America, because he is one of the greatest when it comes to combat action choreography. What he can do with mixed martial arts in films is unbelievable. And when you have a talent like that with a creator like Evans, you're not only getting content that is engaging, both from a story standpoint, but also engaging in the way the story brings you into the action. You're talking about, like, go watch those movies if you've never seen them. So the idea of him coming over here and putting Tom Hardy in the lead, that makes me super excited. I'm a huge Hardy fan. He's great when he's in, you know, anything that involves any kind of action. But the idea of like intricate, well choreographed combat stuff gets me really excited, because Evans is one of those guys who reinvigorated that world, and we have so many things now because of stuff that Evans, you know, was doing with those films. And when you listen to the synopsis on Havoc, I mean, I get even more excited. After a drug deal gone wrong, a bruised detective must fight his way through the criminal underworld to rescue a politician's estranged son, unraveling a deep web of corruption and conspiracy that ensnares the entire city. That one line tells me, you know what, this is probably going to be a film that is engaging from a story, that pulls you in, that gives you drama, but that must fight his way through the criminal underworld. Yeah, that's what I want, man. I don't want, like, I went and saw Daisy Ridley's got an action film out right now called Cleaner. It was okay, but the reason it's mostly okay is because like they saved all of the action stuff for like the last 15 minutes, and you're like, why did it take so long to get there? Because it was really good. So that line right there tells you, like, this is gonna be nonstop. This is gonna be the stuff that we expect from Gareth Evans. And like I said, the idea of Hardy taking on that stuff and being surrounded with a cast that involves Timothy Olyphant, Forrest Whitaker, Luis Guzman, like, yes, I am excited. So I don't want to waste any more time, man. Let's get the trailer up for you guys. I have it in front of me, and let's take a look at what we're getting with the official teaser trailer for Havoc.
I just came from a crime scene. 9 bodies.
I make one phone call. You and your friends go down for life.
April 25th. Yo, let's go, Tom! Gunplay.
Don't forget, I know what you did.
You have no idea what I did.
Ooh, what did you do? That is a teaser, but oh my! Can we run that back? That's the other thing. I didn't really like, but like Keanu always talks about with John Wick, like the gun fu, and that was one of the other things that Evans brought in with the Raid movies, and the little bit of gun fu that you're seeing in here, the just hand to hand choreography that we're getting, like it looks brutal, which is definitely something that you get in the Raid. Like there's a moment where that involves a door. That's all I'm gonna say. If you've never seen the Raid movies, whoa. Like the brutality is another element that I love from Evans, but I'm not gonna lie to you, man, this was under a minute. We're re-racking this bad boy. Let's take a look one more time at the teaser trailer for Havoc.
I just came from a crime scene. 9 bodies.
I make one phone call. You
I like this
and your
with
friends
Forrest Whitaker.
go down for life.
And I was wondering if maybe Oliphant would be the bad guy because he's so good at being bad. And maybe he's worse than Hardy, but like clearly not clean.
We don't want to miss out on all the fun.
Maybe people he works with. Whitaker seems to be like the police captain or chief. Dude, come on.
And don't forget, I know what you did.
You
I
have
like
no idea
you
what
give
I
a
did.
give a little bit of a secret mystery to the lead. You have no idea what I did. Like, dude, that is. You know what I mean? Like again, it's brief. It is a small teaser, but even in that, I mean, that dude's head getting blown off by the shotgun. Just again, the work that Hardy was doing, both physically, he had that lead pipe. This teaser is already getting me super excited. And when we're in a world where, as much as I love John Wick and Keanu, he recently was said, like, if you brought John Wick back for a 5th movie, like, would you be down? And he's like, look, I love making these films. I would love to keep making these films, but my knees, they ain't saying yes too many more times. And clearly, you have hopefully someone to pass the baton to in Ana de Armas, who I think has shown she is quite adept at action. And with Ballerina, I hope that sparks something that gets people just as interested, right? Like, it's one of those, you could launch Ballerina, and if it doesn't click, you're not going to go anywhere with it. But if it does, you can keep moving through that world of John Wick. But if we're nearing the end of the John Wick universe and that run, I think Havoc could be like the next big action franchise. I mean, if this movie kicks as much ass as this little teaser is showing us, I would have to imagine that Evans and Hardy, would be down to go again if the opportunity presented itself. And like I said, when you're talking about somebody like Evans, he knows how to cultivate the type of action that gets me super, super excited. And just that little bit, I'm like, yeah, man. Like, and Tom Hardy, always up to the task. Has a character already that's got depth, interesting elements. Like, you can see he's got the brutality behind when he's doing things in a fight, but he's clearly looking out for like, this is his city, man, I'm gonna keep it safe. But has also done some things that could maybe get him fired or in prison. Like, who knows what Forrest Whitaker is exactly threatening there. But that looks dope, and I like that Oliphant, like on that second watch, clearly seems to be working with Hardy. But like, just the shot with the thing over his face, like, you could tell, like, he's probably not super clean and could be a guy that ends up backstabbing you. I mean, that's just something that Oliphant's really good at. But even if he's not, and he genuinely is working with Hardy the whole time, like, I like the group that we're seeing, and I am like, I need a full trailer. Netflix, give me 2.5 minutes on that, man. Like, show me all the things, because that's one of those where I would never be concerned that the trailer for a Gareth Evans movie is giving away too much in the realm of action, because much like that log line, fight his way through the entire criminal underground. There's got to be plenty that you can save for the film and plenty that you could give us beforehand, but I think that looks absolutely stellar. I am in on Havoc. The question is, what about you guys? How big of a combat action fan are you? Have you seen the Raid movies? Does the idea of Gareth Evans coming over, doing a film for Netflix, working with someone like Tom Hardy, get you as excited as it's gotten me? What do you think about what we're seeing here? If you're unfamiliar with Evans, like, does this look like the type of action that you're like, fire me up, sign me up for this one? Or are you just like, you know what, maybe I need to see more? Anything that you got, good, bad, indifferent, on the teaser trailer for Netflix's Havoc, put it down below in the comments section. Look forward to talking to you down there. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, you want to come hang out with the C-Man anytime we're talking movies, TV, trailer, reactions, you want to be here April when Havoc comes out, or maybe when we get longer trailers that show us more things, you want to see what I'm thinking about. I might do a full reaction to this one since it'll be going to Netflix. And unless you go to the Paris theater, which doesn't always happen for every movie, might not be able to see it in theaters. Wish it would get one, because it looks like an action movie that should be on a big screen. But you want to be here for any of that stuff. You dig the vibe, you want to show a little love and support, come join C-Maniac Nation. Super easy. Jump over there, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell if you want those alerts. And until next time for the C-Man Cinema Sit Down, I've been the C-Man. I'm signing off. Peace.
C-Maniac Nation, you look nervous. Is it the scars? Would you like to know where I got them? No? Well, then maybe you'd like to see another video with the C-Man. How about up here or over here? And if you really dig the C-Man, well, then show him a little love right over there.